everybody, so today I am going to be working on my Clue 2 of Puzzle Mystery Quilt, Tree of Life Purple Mist. And so I already got my color card out for me, so that way there I can make sure I can go through all my fabrics and make sure everything's all good to go. I have my Flat Nancy, so that way I can be able to take pictures of it whenever I turn with Flat Nancy and post it on the Facebook page once I get my blocks done. So we'll set that over here. And then I have my Clue 2 instructions and guide and everything. So first we're going to go through all the pieces to make sure I have everything that I need in order to complete my project for this month. So of fabric A, which is this darker blue, we need 12 of these. One of these squares. Let's see here. Oh, okay, that's a bunch of those squares there. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Yep, we got all 12 of those. And then for fabric C, we need, which is the light or the medium purple, we need 4 of these. And we have that. For fabric D, which is the white, we need 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so then after that, we should have 8 of fabric A squares. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then fabric D, we should have 8 of these squares. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a fabric D, we should have 4 of these long rectangles, not rectangulars. All right, so we got all of our pieces. So I'm going to set this color card right over here so that way that it's close by so I can see it and go to it anytime I need to make sure I'm using the right pieces. And then, so for Clue 2, we have a diagram here that shows us what our blocks are going to look like and everything. And it says for section 2, we will be making 4 of section 2. The instructions show, or the instructions below tell you how to make all 4 sections at the same time. Alrighty then. Okay, so I am going to show you guys how to do one of them. And then on my live stream on Sunday, I'll be doing the remainder. So for the first one, we are going to, so for today's thing, we are going to do, see, we need an A triangle and a C triangle. So A is this here. We need one of these for right now. And then C triangle is the purple. We need one of those. Let's set this over. Oh, I'm running out of table space here. So we're going to put these up. Make sure you only have one of these because mine just stuck together. So especially if you have the petites, make sure that be very, very careful that you have only one of each because otherwise you could really mess yourself up. So let's see, 1/4 inch seam. I hope everybody is having a good day today. And so we are going to, and I actually have myself a little table here set up. I got a TV dinner table and my old iron with no water in it or anything. So that way there, I can be able to do my ironing right here from now on my live streams or on my videos. So that way there, dry heat, and we are going to iron towards letter A, which is the darker blue fabric. So we're going to flip this over. We're going to try and flip this over and we're going to put this going like that. So that way there we're ironing towards A. Make sure you be very careful because remember, these are on the bias here. Oh, I need to lower down my heat on here. That's a little too hot. Don't want to get it too hot and hurt my fabric. So next, we are going to take a square D, which is the white, and we're going to take our AC combo, and we're going to put it like this, I believe it is. Let's see, AC, line going that way, and that underneath, yep. Alrighty. We're going to do this. And as you guys can hear, the birds are talking to y'all, saying hello. They're being very chipper today. And then for this, we're going to press going towards the half square triangle. I think this little setup here is going to be working great because when I'm not pressing, I can actually move this out of the way because this is just my wool mat covered up with a pillowcase on top of a TV dinner table. So I can move this out of the way and have my small little cutting board right here. I can be able to get so much more accomplished on my live streams without having to get up and walk away or finger press or blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to take one of our large triangles or one of our large rectangles and put it over on this side up against the purple. So that way there our letter A is up here in the top, opposite corner. I believe that is. Let me double check. Yep. So so it should be set up like this right here. And we're going to flip this over and sew the seam on this side. So I'm going to put my rectangle on the bottom. Then on my live stream, I'll be do the others, and that way there, if you guys have any questions on Sunday when I do this, then you can ask. Okay, and so this is going to get ironed over towards this side. Set my seams because it's getting a little crinkly. That's one thing I love about my batiks is that fact that it creases so nicely. And then we're going to sew a small D triangle to a small A triangle. So we're going to set this off to the side over here for right now. So we want a small D triangle and a small A triangle. So D is a white, and then the A was the darker blue I have right over here. And we're going to sew one of these together. And then we're going to press that towards the D, which is the white fabric. And then with the D facing down and the A facing up here, over here beside the A, we're going to sew an A square. I'm going to flip this over so I can make sure everything's lined up nice and beautifully. Nice and square and straight. And I'm going to sew my seam there. And we're going to press going towards the half square triangle. Okay, and then from there, we are going to connect that. So it would be orientated like this. Let me move these out of the way over here so that way there you guys can see better. So at this point, we're going to bring this back over here, our first block that we've done. And this is going to be orientated, I believe, down here. Let me double check. So we got the D. So step 6 is where we're going to connect these two together. We're going to have the D, and I think I may have messed up. Yep, I messed up. Okay, so we are going to repeat this one here, and I'll just rip this one after the live stream. Or after the recording. Because I need the A, which is the dark square, to be here. The half square triangle A, and then the half square triangle D. Yep. So, actually, no. Yeah. Because my white should have been up here. It should be D, D, and then D, but over here. It's always best to use a board to lay it out. Because I messed up. So, I am going to repeat this one here. So that way there I can put this over on the right, on the correct orientation. So we're going to need one of these, and one of these. And we're going to do a repeat. Because luckily, we need 4 of them, so I got enough to be able to hopefully do this correct this time. Without John having to worry about ripping out on the middle of the recording. Like last time. I really don't feel like ripping out 4 times again. That was flustering. Okay, so we want to iron going towards the white. Where is it? I want to double check everything because I don't want to mess up again. So this here, it's the AD. D is the white. So we want iron towards the blue. So I even ironed it wrong. I am sorry, guys. I'm hoping that y'all are watching the entire video before you try and start jumping in and doing it. And make sure you are following your directions that was given to you. Okay, so A is the dark blue. And we're going to put dark blue to dark blue. But I got to make sure I have my orientation correct. So I'm going to bring my other block back over here. So I'll make sure that my orientation is all just perfect. So with the D block here, and the D block here. My D should be there, and this should be here. Okay, so I'm going to sew these two together on this side. I think what it was, whenever I picked this up, I had orientated it down the wrong way when I set it down to sew it. I do have a thread cutter on my machine. I just don't use it because whenever I sent it in for repairs, they had it, the part was on back order, and I told them not to worry about sending me the part and everything, so I really don't use it anyway, so I always just use a pair of snips. Alrighty. Yes, that is the way it's supposed to be. So we are going to press this, iron, we are going to sew this piece here now. Make sure our points. So we're going to sew this to this, and we're going to make sure these are matching up and nesting. And for this, we are going to press going up towards the larger piece. So we're going to open it like this and press up towards this piece here. Okay, and we got a little bit more to add to it, add to it. So the next step is to take an A square. Actually, I think this piece here might actually work, because we need an A square, an A triangle, a D triangle, and then a D square. I just need to fit the direction that this is being ironed in. So yeah, so that's perfect. I didn't even have to rip it. It was unintentionally intentional. So my boo-boo worked out perfectly this time. Because we need, the next piece is we need an A square, which is the dark blue, an A triangle, which is the dark blue triangle, and then a D triangle, which I already have on here, and then we need a D square. So I just need to add on a D square. And on this here, what you would do is you would try and make these two, and then you would iron them towards the D, which is the white, I believe. Yes. Iron it towards the white, which it already is. And then you will add on the A square, iron that towards the A square. And then we're going to sew on a D square, and we're going to iron that towards the D square. So let me grab my D square. Sorry for all the confusion at the beginning. Doing this unscripted and on a recording sometimes can get a little, especially after a long day of working. So it's easy to get turned backwards. But I want to make sure I get my recording set up before my weekend live stream, so that way if anybody has any questions, then they'll be ready and I can answer any questions during my live stream. And I figure the recordings will work out better that way. on this. Okay, get my little seam opened up or pushed over to the correct side. Very gently pushed. All right, so we have, according to our diagram, we have the A square, we got the A triangle, the D triangle, and the D square. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the side of, so that we're going to put all these pieces down here. And then we're going to bring back over our original piece here that we had done up already. And we are going to lay it to where we have, so that way there we have the A square, which is the dark blue, I believe. Yep. So we have the A square up here on the top. Then we have the A triangle. We have the D triangle. And then we have the D square. So that way there, the white creates like this Y shape right here. And we're going to put these together and then sew them up. And then we are going to press that towards the original block. Calm down, Quasar. So when we open this up, we're going to push the seam going under, so that way there we can have it over on this side towards the larger piece. We'll give everything one good solid press again. And I believe that is all of it. Yes. So here is today's block. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you pay very close attention to which direction it tells you to iron everything. Make sure that you iron only with a dry iron, no steam, no water, no starch. If you use starch, only put it on the seams after you've sewn it. So that way there it doesn't cause any shrinkage of your pieces. And I'm only saying that based upon what I've heard from other people and everything, such as all the ambassadors that use starch. So if you